the patience, the wish, the creation, and the faith within. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success, adventure, abundance, luxury, peace. Hi Libra, and welcome back to Pure Guidance. We're going to go ahead and take a look at your May 2020. And for this, I've already shuffled your cards here, so let's just get started. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. How this works is I simply let the cards kind of fall into place, and then we talk about the different messages that are coming across. And looks like your first card out here is that of Ace of Cups. As your primary card, Ace of Cups is bringing in a lot of loving energy into your life. It is forecasting that there is hope, that there is love, that there is support that is about to enter if it is not already present. Because this is a general reading, some of you may feel this pretty early on. But for others of you, it may be around May that you start to pick up on this energy. In general, the Ace of Cups is a card of consciousness, spiritual energy, and influence. It is about being able to trust oneself with this beautiful awakening that is now taking place across the world. And overall, just listening to your heart, for that will give you the best answers for any question that you may have. So let us proceed with this. Ace of Cups is also a card in terms of romance. It is predicting perhaps a fresh start in a current relationship or an altogether, an absolutely new beginning. Eight of Wands. There is change being predicted by your cards here, Libra. Whoa. There you are. Justice card. It looks like you are the one perhaps directing this change, and that you will be given the ultimate power to not just decide as to where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to be, how you want to live, and all those things. But, I mean, the energy, it's karmic in nature, and it is favoring you. So I would say that is something to take from this reading for sure, that it is in favor of you. The energy is completely in favor of you. Eight of Wands can also indicate perhaps some sort of a travel, although I don't think that specifically is the case, although for some of you it might be it. For others, you perhaps are able to reach a decision, and this could be related to something legal. Others of you might also be dealing with an earth sign such as a Capricorn. So the devil represents the earth sign Capricorn. And if it's not a Capricorn, it could be Virgo or Taurus. But I do feel like there is a very strong presence of this earth sign here for you, okay? And it appears as though there is forward movement if you're dealing with this earth sign. If it's not an earth sign, it is just someone who may have caused a lot of confusion, or just misunderstandings may have been present with this other person. So it may have felt like you were dealing with someone who is just really hard to understand, okay? And it may have been really difficult to figure out whether or not they are being honest with you. Things may have been very unclear, but it looks like there is forward movement with them. The Magician appears as though all your questions will be answered in the month of May. A lot of resources are present. And why do I say that? Well, the Magician, if you take a look at this card, the Magician has access to just about everything that he needs. Okay? I like to see this card as, you know, think of a magician. He needs to be able to carry out this magic trick. And within this, like, he needs to be able to use certain resources to carry that all the way through. So in this case, these resources are referring to love because the cups is present. It is referring to the strength and stamina, so the wands are present here as well. Mental clarity is required to make a decision and move forward. For that, we have the swords, and we also have the sign of infinity present here, giving you all the wisdom and knowledge that you need to be able to move forward. Now, for some of you, this decision is particularly to do with love. For others, this might be around like a creative project, okay, and just like how to get that kick started. Could be a legal matter, but either way, this decision is really, really close to heart, is how we're seeing this, okay? So let's move forward with this reading here. One thing I can highlight is that we do have full moon coming up in Scorpio, and generally with that energy also comes any sort of secrets that may have been kept, for all those to come out. If you were unclear about anything, which is how this seems, like the Devil and the Justice, the way they're kind of pairing up here is anything that was unclear, unheard of, like, you knew there was something more, but it just wasn't being presented. Full moon, specifically in Scorpio, the sun will be in Taurus. Taurus is a sign of truth, okay? It is the sign that demands for a voice to be heard, and that could be yours, that could be someone else's. And then with Scorpio, Scorpio is a sign of darkness at the same time as lack of clarity, but because it's a full moon, it's more about gaining clarity. And that's why we're seeing the Ace of Swords here as well. So I would expect this as soon as May 7th, or in that week or the following week. Things might turn out to make more sense by then. Like, it's just going to be all the more clear. It's going to make more sense by then. Okay? Ace of Swords specifically represents... Ooh, yeah. So there is a change in perspective. So what I was going to say is it represents thought clarity and power and understanding. And the Hanged Man is here just complimenting the reading overall for you and saying that yes, there is a shift in perspective, there's a shift in understanding, and perhaps if this is to do with a difference between you and another, then you're able to see their side, or they are able to now see your side. But it will be very important to put communication at the highest level. The Magician also represents communication, okay? So the key, if you're looking for, okay, what do I do? What do I need to do? If you haven't already communicated to the other person or party, then that's something that needs to be done. And if you already have, then it's just about waiting for them to do so, because, I mean, it only goes so far. Like, a conversation is a two-way street, right? It's a two-way road. So I am changing a drastic change in perspectives here, and the coming through of something very, very important here. And looks like there is it is about a decision, and it's an important decision. You got two aces here, the Cups and the Swords. Queen of Cups here. It's possible that a female figure in your life, could be yourself, is able to help ease this process through, like to understand it better, to help it move forward, and help see the situation in a different way. It appears as though there's this support that you have, and it does feel like a female figure. Could even be a mother, sister, sibling, friend. And it looks like they're being supportive of you during this journey, because the Hanged Man reflects like you are able to see something differently. So there is that clarity, like I said. But it also feels like you may distance yourself from others just to understand the situation better. Like, now that you have the facts, the Hanged Man is about letting yourself go into that place of meditation, finding your zen, and then moving forward from there. But within this place, there is the Queen of Cups. And that Queen of Cups is acting as support. Can also be representing your higher self, your spiritual self. With, again, it's a more feminine energy. And so it's tapping into that side of you and understanding from a very different place than you normally do. It's not about the logistics of things. It's not about the details. It's not about the facts. A part of it is also about emotions and the bigger picture, you can say. And getting a sense of things by allowing yourself to see and feel your way through this, and not just, you know, look for it in front of your eyes. Okay? But there are facts coming your way as well. So you want to be able to just kind of balance everything out, I would say. All right, let's go ahead, take a look at under the deck here for you, Libra. And I hope this has helped clarify at least certain things for you so far. It is a general reading. If you need more clarity, I would recommend getting a personal reading and then clarifying your questions. The more specific you are, the more specific I can be in the reading for you. Okay? Hermit, under the deck. So there is self-discovery at play, but at the same time, I'm getting a huge sense that there is an earth sign that is present here. Earth sign, if you don't know who you're dealing with, if you don't know who I'm talking about, this could be just someone who is very literally down to earth. We are entering Taurus energy. And so it's possible that they're not an earth sign, but they're just reflecting these kind of characteristic traits and values because they're tapping into the side of them. Okay, so it could just be that. But the Hermit is here. So it is possible that this person just is really prominently present in your general overall reading, but as well as you're under the deck. That means they're on your mind. It is also indicating, wow, it is also indicating that this is a reflective journey. A part of it, I would say the latter part of the month in May would be very reflective. Tapping into your higher self, understanding things at a different level than you have up until now. Knowing what your dreams are, knowing what your vision looks like, and then chasing that down. The Chariot does indicate that you are the one pursuing this, okay? And this is about dreams and trying to manifest that dream into your life. And it looks to be very promising overall too. And when it happens, it will be all of a sudden. We do have the Tower card underneath as well. And it is going to require a lot of faith from your end and resilience of that dream. But I feel like that's more now going towards June. And so we'll come back to address that then. But it's just kind of something to be aware of. It's underneath. It could be coming across to you in your dreams. If you're picking up on signs from the universe, then you might just get some subtle hints here and there, kind of giving you direction, giving you confirmation even that yes, this is it. This is the path to walk on. Okay? If there's a water sign in your life, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it looks as though they're able to add some fluidity, understanding, specifically understanding of emotions and perspectives in your life right now. They're able to tap into this energy, which may feel chaotic for most, but for them, it's actually very easy to move with it, if that makes sense. They are able to provide support. Specifically Pisces and Cancer, I would say. Scorpio is kind of going through their own thing, specifically due to the full moon that's going to happen. So they might be experiencing stuff in isolation, you can say, whereas Pisces and Cancer are ones that are really helping, you know, that are showing up for you and being there for you. So, yeah. Okay, let's move forward. We're going to go ahead, take a look at this particular deck, Magical Times Empowerment Cards by Jody Bergsma, and look for affirmations that will serve you well for the month of May. Okay, and there we have it. Let's take a look here. We have Union. It's a lovely card. You have seen and unseen allies. Draw upon their strength. Join forces with friends and flourish. Libra, did you see how we were just talking about this kind of throughout the reading? But this card really helps bring that message in, doesn't it? Helps bring it home. And so let's go ahead, read out the affirmations, and you can use them as you like. Today, I will focus on the good and happy spirits in my life, the ones that build me up instead of tearing others down. I am rich with the joy and beauty brought to me by my friends. Today I will contact a friend and tell them of their worth. I will embrace their love and thrive. So things are moving along quite nicely, Libra. I think that's pretty definite in your reading. There is clarity being reached, and I think that will be a significant aspect in the month of May. Specifically during chaos, there will be clarity. That's how it kind of comes across, and this could be related to something that's very close to your heart, as we kind of saw earlier in the reading. Okay, I hope this has helped. If you're facing any sort of blockage that you're just not able to communicate with the other party, I would recommend getting the consciousness spread. That's the best way to find answers when you really need them and no one's giving them to you, when you're trying to understand the other person. It doesn't have to be specific to love, but that reading does fall under the love readings I offer on my website at iamparaguidance.com. But it's a great way to understand because, I can connect with their energy and hopefully provide some sort of an understanding. Yeah? Okay. Well, I hope everyone here does well. I hope you all take care. God bless, and I will see you in the next reading. Thank you. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance.